There has never been a better time to work in tech. Based on my experience, the career path provides incredible upside, pretty nice work-life balance, and also just an exciting way to spend your time. One single line of code on a computer can influence and impact millions of people. So it's fun to me to think about the leverage and scale that you're able to operate at and impact on a day-to-day basis. Fortunately for you, you do not need to be technical to work in tech. I feel like a lot of people think, oh, if I'm not an engineer, if I'm not a coder, if I don't know how to plug in all the cables behind my TV, I'm not gonna be able to work in tech and succeed. I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can, and there's plenty of jobs working in tech that you can provide and contribute and make a meaningful impact to the overall organization. In today's video, I'm talking about 5 reasons why you should consider a career in tech sales. First, a bit about me. I've spent the first 3.5 years of my career working in tech sales at a leading technology growth company. It's been a really exciting opportunity, and if you'd like to learn more about me, you can check me out on my LinkedIn page. Also, on a side note, I dropped my camera walking into the office today, so the screen on it, the display, no longer works. I'd appreciate it if you could smash the like button on this video below. The support really helps. I'm looking to buy a new camera, and they're not cheap. Also, I'm sticking around at the office. It's about 6:11 p.m. on a Friday evening because I love sharing my experience with you so that I can hopefully provide you some sort of value so that you can find more success sooner rather than later in your future sales job, in your current sales job, or whatever it is you're doing in life. So as we think about a career in tech, reason number 1 why you should consider it is it's really interesting and fulfilling work. I was listening to an interview the other day of Michael Dell, the CEO, I don't think he's the CEO, but the founder of Dell, who's a massive technology company. I actually interviewed with Dell EMC at a college, got rejected. Another story for another day, but everyone kept telling me, that's the golden ticket, that's where you want to be at. It's such a great opportunity, but I'm so happy I ended up at my current employer. In tech, the one constant is change, and you need to be adaptable because what's relevant last month may not be relevant this month. There could be some sort of integration change, some sort of groundbreaking technology change, some new way customers are thinking about solving their problems. So the one constant with tech is that there's always innovation. And if you're someone of the mindset that likes to evolve, that likes to grow, that likes to get better, I think that a career path in tech really aligns well with that because it's going to be something new every day, every month, and every year. And that's been my experience for sure. Number 2, you don't need a degree or a specific background to succeed and even work in tech. One of the most common messages I get all the time is, Trent, I don't have a college degree. How do I get a job? And I'm here to tell you, it's certainly more difficult if you don't have a bachelor's degree, but it's not impossible. My degree in college was management and strategic leadership, completely arbitrary, means nothing. Really, most of what I learned in college is not applicable in my job today. What I learned in college was how to learn. So your background, whatever it may be, I didn't have any internships. I didn't have any work experience. I didn't have any connections. I didn't have any people to reference me. All I did was got lucky and applied and went through the process and got hired and have proved myself every day since. So you don't need a special background. You don't need a great degree. You don't need any credentials to succeed working in tech, believe me. Number 3, there's huge demand. I don't know if you know this or not, but what is the number 1 most common job in demand on LinkedIn? It's salesperson. Every company needs salespeople. Maybe you see all these companies on LinkedIn that say, I just raised $1 million, billion, trillion, all the employees saying, we just had a big Series B, $240 million. In order for companies to actually sustain those valuations, they need to continue to grow and they need to generate revenue. That's why it's so important to have great salespeople. So your skill set of being able to generate revenue, find pipeline, prospect, negotiate, work sales cycles is really important, and you will always be in demand in the marketplace, no matter where you are, if you can generate revenue, because all of these companies need to grow and they do that by achieving more sales. Number 4, career opportunities are really endless working in tech, particularly in sales. If you have aspirations of leadership, of becoming a C-level, maybe a CEO one day, one of the best paths to get there, believe it or not, is through sales. And let me share a real life story here. So Bill McDermott, he is the current CEO of ServiceNow. He is a role model of mine. I'd consider him a mentor. I've read his book, Winner's Dreams, Winner's Dream 2 or 3 times. Would recommend you read it as well. He started his career working at Xerox, essentially as a sales development representative, what many of you are today and where I started, pounding the roads, literally knocking on doors, trying to sell their Xerox copier machines. He worked there for about 20 years. I believe he made his way up to senior leadership. And then he was able to transition into an executive leadership role and then eventually the CEO of SAP and now ServiceNow. He's worth well over $100 million. And he got there by starting out as a salesperson. Started out as a salesperson, promoted to a sales leader, promoted to a senior sales leader, executive sales leader, and then went into more operational strategic leadership. So working in sales is one of the most viable paths to move up. And what I like, and based on my own experience working at my current employer, is that we promote based on meritocracy, based on performance. So it's not what your name is, it's not who you are, it's not where you're from, it's what was your number last quarter, last month. That is how promotions are based off of. And I think that that's just a really healthy and organic way of doing it because a lot of career paths are not like that. Many of the other prominent career paths, investment banking, consulting, these are industries traditionally where relationships are really important and it's not necessarily as clear-cut performance-based. It still is performance-based, but a career in tech is a little bit more progressive in their thinking, and at least that's been my experience. So there's endless opportunity. And then speaking of opportunity number 5, the pay is great. I've shared on multiple videos on this channel exactly how much money I'm making. I've 3x my income. I started out as an SDR right out of college making about 50 grand a year. I'm currently a senior account executive making over $200,000 a year at age 26. So think about that, 3-4x my income in about 3 years and 8 months I've been working collectively. So just think about that upside, think about the trajectory, and think about in 10 years from now where you'll be. If you work in technology, you almost undoubtedly will be able to retire early because most technology companies offer you equity or grants. That's just common in a lot of the compensation packages. So if you earn a great salary, if you happen to work in tech sales, so you're incentivized by performance, you get extra commission checks, and you get equity in the company, you're almost undoubtedly to be in a very favorable financial position later in life. So those are the 5 reasons why you should consider working in tech sales. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. If you don't know what to comment below, comment the dog emoji because I'm looking at a stuffed animal dog across the desk right here. So would love to see you down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more sales videos. Of course, if you'd like to join networks, connect with me on LinkedIn. I post on there frequently as well. Let me know anything you need, maybe a reference, maybe a question, review a resume. I'm happy to help. And then finally, I'm putting the tick in the TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Bye.